How many times have you been to a show and thought, wow, that drummer sounds so good. They are so talented. Most people assume that unless they begin with an immense amount of talent, they will never make a career out of music. They want to believe that certain people are gifted with magical abilities that allow them to do things better than others without putting in the effort. The reality is, no one comes out of the womb with the ability to play great music. It's the people that work the hardest using deliberate practice who will ultimately prevail. In today's video, I want to talk about why you don't need talent to be a great drummer and why you should instead focus on personal growth and incremental improvements. Let's go. Let's define talent because I think we all have slightly different definitions. For instance, people will make an assumption that if someone is good at something, then that automatically means they have talent. Conversely, when someone can't do something such as play a musical instrument or run fast, they just assume that they have no talent, and that's the reason they can't do something. The dictionary defines talent as a special aptitude one possesses in a creative, artistic, or athletic field. Simply, it's an innate ability to excel at a specific task. Something that seems like a genetic gift that allows for an easier path to the acquisition of a particular skill. Psychologist Angela Duckworth, author of the New York Times best-selling book, Grit, which I highly recommend you check out, defines talent as the rate at which you get better with effort. The rate at which you get better at soccer is your soccer talent. The rate at which you get better at math is your math talent. That's given that you are putting forth a certain amount of effort. She believes that there are differences in talent among us and that we are not all equally talented. But from my experience, talent can only take you so far. In the book Peak, Secrets from the New Science of Expertise, authors Anders Ericsson and Robert Poole say when asked about natural talent, expert performers develop their extraordinary abilities through years and years of dedicated practice, improving step by step in a long, laborious process. There are no shortcuts. Various sorts of practice can be effective, but the most effective of all is deliberate practice. I'll talk about the specifics of practice in another video, but suffice to say that you need to put in many, many hours gently stepping outside of your comfort zone and going just beyond your current capabilities in each practice session to see consistent growth and improvement. You might be thinking, what about the 10,000 hour rule popularized by Malcolm Gladwell in his book Outliers? If you're not deliberately trying to improve during many of those 10,000 hours, you may reach a certain point of proficiency, but it will ultimately stall out. Just because you put in 10,000 hours of a certain activity does not guarantee mastery. Also, if you are struggling to improve your drumming, then trying to reach some massive arbitrary number of practice hours is only going to overwhelm you. Instead, I like to focus on achieving growth during each individual practice session. Now, certainly, if you have the ability to grasp advanced rhythmic concepts quickly, then you will excel beyond your peers initially. But I've found the thing that separates the people with talent and the greats of our instrument is persistence. Ultimately, most people plateau and give up, which is why they never take their drumming to the next level. The ones who persevere despite their perceived level of talent and engage in deliberate practice will see consistent growth and improvement. And that's what it's all about. And that's good news if you're the kind of person that believes you can only improve so much before you reach your ceiling. Are you growing and improving your drumming every day? Do you think talent is necessary or overrated? Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. If you're enjoying this content, it would be great to have you as a subscriber. Also, I've created a drum set tuning guide chock full of all my best tips and tricks for achieving great sounding drums. Follow the link in the description box for the free PDF. And remember, don't let your perceived lack of talent limit your true potential for growth. Thanks for watching and see you next time.